Every Muslim should perform the Hajj at least once in their lifetime. To take part in Hajj, Muslims should be sane, reasonably healthy and able to provide for their families while they're away. Muslim women must be accompanied either by their husbands or a man they are legally unable to marry, such as their father or brother. Women can also go as part of specially organised groups. Each year, about 20,000 British Muslims perform Hajj.
When you arrive in Saudi Arabia, you enter a state of ihram, which means that there are certain prohibitions that you have to observe. And the men are dressed in 2 white sheets. The women wear just their normal clean clothes. And then you proceed to Mecca, where you make circumambulation of the holy house of God, the Kaaba. After staying in Mecca for a few days, then you travel out to the valley of Mina. And this is really the time for Hajj, when you go out to Mina. You stay there for 1 night, and then you go to a large place called the Plain of Arafat. And this is the most important and key significant day of Hajj. If you miss Arafat, you've missed your Hajj.
Here in the UK, it's estimated there's about 2 million Muslims.
When I heard the word Muslim in Islam, I think of the Far East and Asia and what's been on the news recently.
I don't know much about it at all.
A section of my student population, I suppose.
It's estimated there are 1.2 billion Muslims around the world. And most of them are outside the Middle East, sometimes to be found in countries such as America, where by 2010, Islam will become the 2nd largest religion.
The sects that came into Islam came as a result of political disputes. After the death of the Prophet, there was a dispute amongst the Muslims who should succeed him.
It's not that we're talking about 2 separate communities and never the twain will meet at all. That's not the case at all. In fact, the way to imagine it is to imagine a pie chart with 2 circles that overlap, and there is so much similarity between some members of these groups, and there are differences as well.
To defend ourselves. I want you to come on. What should our response be? What did you say? What did you say?
There are people who call themselves Muslims, but many other Muslims may not in fact regard them as part of Islam, such as the Ahmadiyya and the Nation of Islam. People argue that they have beliefs which are not acceptable to the majority of Muslims. Now, there is also a trend in the Muslim world, which is the Sufi. Sufism or mysticism is an attitude that actually cuts across all the schools of thought. So you find Sufis amongst the Shia, you find Sufis amongst the Sunnis, you find Sufis amongst everyone.